What's going on, Star Citizen fans? It's your boy, Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one. So, today, I've got something special, which I'm pretty sure you've seen. The new Palatino Armor Deadlock package. So, we found out that the new Palatino Armor has been available over in the distribution centers like Dupree and Grey Cat, which are hostile. And I'm going to tell you, I had a time trying to go check this out in the PTU because I went to Dupree and I was in an Ursa driving up, and then I just fell into the planet. Like I just fell off like a cliff, but that sucked. So then I went to Grey Cat over on Microtech, and then I flew a ship in, landed behind the distribution center, got out, was walking, and fell to the planet. So I gave up on PTU. So of course, whenever the Palatino Armor came out for purchase in the package, I just said bump it, because you know I'm an armor whore, you know, so I went ahead and got it. So I'm going to show you guys it, and I'm going to kind of show you the difference between that one and the old Colbert, I think it's Colbert or whatever. It's the one that was in the Site B. So quickly, we're going to take a quick look at the package right here. Comes with the Deadlock paint for the Star Lancer series, which is pretty cool. I can imagine this on attack. It would be pretty dope. There it is in the background. And then there is the armor itself, and it comes also with an F55 LMG. Now they redid the LMG, and it is pretty sweet, actually. So that is one thing that they've done, and it actually has a more narrow fire dispersal rate, so it's not everywhere, it's more focused. So right now the F55 LMG is pretty sweet. Now of course my speculation for this is because CIG just released it on a package, and they knew they were going to do that, which is why they fixed it or made it a little bit more accurate per se. That's just my opinion. So, and then like I said, the Palatino Armor, as you can see here, so I'm going to show some clips about it and then just let it roll. So let's see. Oh yeah, I'm in the Duchess, as usual, doing a little flyby. She's gorgeous, I enjoy it. I will always tell you guys that my favorite ship of all time will always be the Emerald Duchess, right here. I'm trying to go, the camera's reversed, I'm sorry. So yeah, the Emerald Duchess, that ghoulish green paint, fabulous, super awesome. So I wish they would have came out with a, well actually, you know, from one of the previous bundles they had a I forget what the name of it, but it was the one that it came with the not the atrium, but the oh my goodness, I can't remember what it's called. It's the heavy armor that came out with the one helmet, but that's besides the point. But anyway, they had a paint for the Corsair that's pretty cool that I actually can use, you know, if I want to do like a little matchy match. So, but without further ado, there it is, the Palatino Armor. This thing actually, and I said this in a previous video, whenever they actually showed the pictures of the new armor that was coming out, this is the first armor set that they came out with where they didn't utilize any old bits from any other backpack, helmet, or other parts of the armor. Because, you know, even for the Geist armor, they use that, I forget what the name of it is, but it's a light armor backpack that you can get from most places. They just changed the color on it, and then there's a little screen that's on the back of it that for the ASD version it has ASD. So but here I'm just showing the stats and the description of the armor. I can't really read it from here because it's a little small, but I'm just gonna let it roll, and if you guys want to stop and look at it, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, this thing is super sweet. I like the wire cables running down the legs, around the body. Now I know it says something about having a heavy armor that's stylish, and it is. It's very stylish for a heavy armor, but like I said, when you think about this, which we're about to see compared to the Colbert, that armor set it looks like it, but it looks, as it states, more industrial than this one. This one's more stylish and military looking. And both the backpacks hold the same amount. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 16 or 18, or I think it was 180,000 micro SCU, whatever it's called. So here's the other one. Now you can tell again they have a lot of similarities where like the helmet is more of a square situation. But like I said, this one does look like you work at an industrial plant, you know, like it still has kind of that same body language with the, as you go down, it has a little flap in the front, you know. But like I said, these are kind of similar. But just like I was saying before, when you talk about armor sets having when they make armor sets, they take some elements or take other pieces from old armor sets and put them on there. That backpack has been in Star Citizen for like a hot minute. So as I said, I like that they did something different, but they still use an old backpack. But with the Palatino, it's completely different. But yeah, if you read the description on this one is very utility. So if you like that really like industrial heavy feel, this backpack is definitely the one for you. And whenever they finally come out with stats per the different armor sets, like I said, the Geist is supposed to be stealth, light, but you shouldn't be able to hear it coming. Like when they do FPS radar, you shouldn't be able to see that armor on radar because it should be producing a really low EM field, but you'll be able to be quick, quiet, and again, it's because it's made for stealth running, so, but it has low armor protection. Whereas something like this is clunky, it's huge, you'll see it on the FPS radar when it comes. But it's supposed to have better protection against getting shot. So whenever they come up with statistics for armor, it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. But that's all I got today. Like I said, I was just showing it. It's your boy Rep the Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there. And of course, as always, today, tomorrow, any day, I will always see you guys in the verse.